Hey everybody, how's it going? What's up? How have y'all been? I've been doing okay. I got sick last week, and within the first couple hours of me feeling that shit coming on, I got me some Sprite, some chicken noodle soup, got me some orange juice, some cough syrup, and some decongestant, and I kicked that shit's ass. I didn't even suffer. Boom, I'm good. I trust my immune system. Also, don't get too excited. I'm not necessarily coming back to making content. A couple weeks ago, I'd say about a month ago, you should caught my latest video, my latest official video, where I explained that I'm not making content for YouTube anymore. Because you see, unlike other content creators, I'm not going to complain about the way that YouTube is biased and they censor and curate what type of content's on their platform. I'm not going to complain about it and then in the same breath cuck myself and censor myself and continue to make content for YouTube. It's like, nah, fuck that. That ain't me, fam. But this video right here, this is for me. This is content for myself. This is me documenting videological evidence. I'm doing this for me. Boom. You might be able to notice I don't got any music playing in the background. Oh boy. Yeah, this isn't a special production at all. So what's up, Empyion Galactic Survival? Hey guys, y'all want to see one of the mods for this game make a dumbass out of himself? And it's one thing to be condescending when you've got accurate info, but when you're condescending with inaccurate info, you're just being a jackass. Let's click on this. Piddlefoot. Now, before I scroll down and get into all this and show it to you and talk about it and discuss a rate, I'm going to give you a little bit of context about Piddlefoot. Let's see what game he's playing. Oh, he's in Subnautica. Speaking of which, that's kind of funny, because that's where I met Piddlefoot, on the Subnautica forums. And this guy doesn't like me. Now, a little bit of extra super-duper context. Piddlefoot is a leftist. He is a liberal. You can click on his name. You can go to View Post, right-click, open up a new tab, open up his post history. And do a search for, like, put politics. Look at all of his posts that have the word politics. Then do a search and have search all of his posts that have the word Republican in it. Do a search history for him for all of his posts that have the word Trump in it. You know, for somebody that is a moderator for any of the Steam games on the Steam forum, it's a little bit troubling to have a moderator that is so politically charged in their posting and content to constantly bring up politics. And that's kind of weird, because you could go to the Steam's Terms of Service page and they specifically say, don't bring up politics because it derails conversations and it incites non-constructive arguments. And in the Subnautica forums, Piddlefoot didn't like me because I'm one of those, free-thinking, evil, white bastards that doesn't, bend over backwards and somersault to kowtow to the social justice warrior, virtue-signaling, moral superiority squad. I don't do that. I have a problem with understanding the PDA voice, and Piddlefoot's the kind of person, oh, well, that makes you a racist xenophobe. No, not necessarily, but having a history as users on another forum, when I began posting on Empyion, when I started playing it, because it was gifted to me a couple years ago, when I started posting, Piddlefoot was like, oh boy, I'm going to start messing with this guy because I got moderator privileges. Well, I contacted Steam about some of Piddlefoot's actions against my posts on the forum, posts where I did not violate content. I got in contact with Steam and got a little bit of shit straightened out. For the most part, Piddlefoot seemed to have gotten the idea, and he seems to understand, and backed off and left me alone. And all's well and ends well. That's cool. That's great. I don't have a problem with somebody having different opinions than me. I appreciate, I enjoy, and I seek out conversations with people that have different opinions than me. It's kind of boring to be in an echo chamber, circle jerking each other off, everybody agreeing with everyone. That's boring. I like to have more people in my circle. I like variety in my conversation. My problem is when you can't have that conversation. You can't have a discussion with somebody. Oh, you disagree with me? I got moderator privileges. I'm going to silence you. That's kind of weird. And it's to my understanding that Piddlefoot is crippled. He's disabled. He does not have the use of his legs. My sympathy for that, my guy. But just because you're crippled and disabled doesn't give you an excuse to be an asshole, a jackass, or to run around and act like a dumbass on the internet. You lost my sympathy there. So let's look at this post. And this is in the off-topic forum for Empyion Galactic Survival. So this is where you can post on the Empyion forums, but talk about things that are off-topic, not about Empyion. However, keep in mind, you still got to abide by Steam's terms of service no matter what forum you're talking on. Do the laws of physics prevent going back in time? The answer might shock you. Impossible. End of discussion. Laugh out loud. Wow. So, the concept and the idea of time travel is theoretical. And he answers the question with an empirical impossible. The laws of physics cannot prevent going back in time. I mean, hell. You can just go off on a tangent right here, right then and there on how fucking wrong it is to make a conversation about a theory and to empirically state yes or no, definitively either way. To create a conversation and then to end discussion. Laugh out loud. But give his post a read. Because believe me, I was bored last night, like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to go to bed. I'm like, oh man. I got me some good gameplay going in, building me some ships and bases, and I don't know why, but I read through this whole post, and I read through all the topics, and it's like, Jesus. I'm not going to read through all these posts. It's going to take too damn long, and I'm already getting up on that 10-minute. But read all this. Oh, shit. Give all that a read. I'm going to do some scrolling for you. Give this a read. Pause my video. Read what he's got to say. And yeah, links. It's nice to have links in certain circumstances. But I mean, when you've got 5 or 6 links to articles, it's like, man, argue your point for you. And I did not click through these links because I'm here to read his take on it. I'm not going to sit here and listen to 7 other people and their opinion, because that's a type of logical fallacy where you're appealing to popularity. Because at one point, humanity was absolutely certain that the earth was flat. That was the scientific consensus. Someone saying that, oh, the earth is round, you were viewed as an idiot, even though, as it turns out, the earth is round. And, people thought the earth was the center of the universe and everything revolved around the sun. Well, that turned out to not be true, even though at one point that was the popular scientific consensus. Next video.